in the spot.
And you know, no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He's got a first down and his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A gutsy call, turns out down on a pickup of 11.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Touchdown, Chiefs!
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's not going to get me. Shoot. No. Off.
Now Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. the big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Out 21.
On second down, Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Set. 22. Kill.
Now a give, right side. It's Freeman. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Sponge. No. Check.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Down. Get ready. 280. He's 59. Mike to 59. Come on, boy. Ready to go.
From the 29, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shit.
A good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
59, ready. Back 25. Check. Tight go. Kill. X3, 218, chopper. Get up.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, 280.
In your face.
Wait.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Freeman a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
12 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Keanu Neal. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
PAT. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Watkins that time.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Come on now, let's go.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's our field. It's our field.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it appears so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
On on second down. It's Freeman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
So if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Freeman again. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Ryan. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check, 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 check. Check 52.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. On target over the middle to Hill. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And again, it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, South. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Lights 59.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Back to throw. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
All day. Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the Greek.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had to go